Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pearson Podcast, episode 23. I hope you are all doing absolutely amazing, and I hope all of your hopes and dreams are coming to fruition and working out and everything like that. But if not, hope it's on its way, because I know it is. And if not, I just hope you're having a great day. And if not, then hopefully this will make it better. All right. So, a lot has happened in the last week since episode 22, where I talked about my upcoming travel vlog, implementing my goals, and my computer setup. So, if you don't know anything about that, consider checking out episode 22. And also a quick shout out to my other podcast, The Meat Locker, on YouTube as well, where I chill with my very best friends, Josiah King and Alice Tronisdal. So, yes, sir. Goals wise, I think one of my goals was to get a job. Got a job. So that's something I'm going to, briefly touch on at some point in this video. I'm excited about. Today was my first day, actually. I'm recording this Sunday, June 6th. And as far as the fitness and nutrition goals, I have not gotten to that yet. I haven't even cut out coffee, so I think tomorrow might be my first day cutting out coffee. See, I woke up so early. I woke up at 5:30 for my job. I work at 7, but I need a lot of time to kind of get in the flow of things. So I woke up that so early and lost my train of thought. Have you guys ever wondered or realized in TV shows, like, they'll get a brand new soda and it instantly sounds like this? It's like, what is there, like 2 sips in there? He just got it. It's like people are smart enough, because I know why they do that. It's because they want people to know that they're sucking something out of the soda or whatever. But it's like, people are smart enough. If you see someone going all over a straw, they're like, okay, well, it's not like they're making out the straw. They're sucking their drink out. You know what I mean? We're talking about very important things here on the Pearson podcast. Also, you will very clearly notice that I am not green screened in right now. Now here's the thing. The green screen Pearson podcast studio thing was fun, but it just... I mean, it was a fun thing to do, but I think that it's just gonna... It's a good concept, but I think people would actually rather see what's actually behind me. You know what I mean? As opposed to what I want you to see what's behind me. So basically, I am just gonna go back to not green screen. It's cool. It was a fun concept. I like doing it, and maybe I'll like add it as part of the intro. You know how you see some intros where it's like little kind of a short montage of things that has happened in the show. So maybe that'll make into a little montage. I'll make a little intro. My friend Josiah, who I just talked about on the Meat Locker podcast, he's a music composer. So maybe I can have him help me make some sort of intro song or something like that. But yeah, so life's going pretty good. also, what I think is funny is, I was in the meat locker, the previous meat locker we did. Sorry, I'm breathing. I'm cleaning my glasses. The previous meat locker we did, I talked about, I'm never gonna get into debt. Don't worry, never gonna get into debt. Well, guess what? I'm gonna get into debt. I'm probably going to lease a car, or not lease, get a loan for a car and just finance a car. See, and I was talking to my grandpa about this, and we talked about it for a while, and basically, I was thinking, I'm like, now here's the thing, I could sacrifice the next 5 to 6 months working at this job, and dang near hate it, because my little brother, is driving me to work in the morning and picking me up, because I don't have a car right now, and so he would be taking me. So one, it's hard on him. I'm paying him a little bit of money each time he does that, but still, he wouldn't want that, and I don't want that, and yeah, it's just not ideal for anyone. And that's 6 months of my life that I could be posted doing the stuff I want to do whilst in a nice car. I'm not going to go crazy. I'll tell you right now, I am hopefully going to get a 2006 Toyota Camry SE. I love everything about it, the look, and especially the reliability. I mean, it can run for, 200, 300,000 miles, and you never have to do anything, likely. So yeah, that's what the plan is, because here's the thing. I want to be able to go out with my friends. I want to be able to, get a girlfriend at some point, and I don't want to do my friends and, if I get a girlfriend, like, hey, can you pick me up? I couldn't do that. I could, but I don't want to. And I want to have money, and I want to save money, like I've been talking about in my, one of my biggest goals is just to stop frivolous spending and save up for this boxable house, which is like a prefab house. I'm sure I've talked about it in some of the previous episodes, but so here's the thing. I need to work at this job, and I'll get into the job in due time. I need to work at this job for, I don't know, like a month, 6 weeks, something like that. So in about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 episodes from now, hopefully you will see the title of one of my podcasts, I Got a Car, because in this podcast it's going to be I Got a Job, probably something like that. I got a job financing a car, things like that. So yeah, I know I said I'm never gonna get into debt, and hopefully it doesn't bite me in the back. But I've got really good credit. I have a really good job, and I've got a really good family. So I think I'm just in a good. It's just, if this job continues to be how it is right now, it's great so far. So, and that's why I'm gonna work at it for a while, and just make sure that that it's good long term. And if it is, then I am going to lease a car, and my life can finally start. Um, yeah, it's gonna be good. Even if it's not good, it's gonna be still pretty good. Um, so yeah, the job is basically, I'm a food prepper and food assembler. I talked about this in the previous Meat Locker as well, that uploaded last Friday. Check it out. Where me and Josiah talked about a lot of good stuff. Um, yeah. Sorry, I have the hiccups. So basically, um, so basically, you know when you go to a store, like say a gas station, for instance, they have the prepackaged sandwiches, prepackaged salads. A lot of places have those. I do that basically. We work with the pre-packaging of sandwiches, salads, pastas, soups, things like that. And it's fun. You do all the prepping for the stuff. You know, all the stuff. Cut the cheese, do the dressing, whatever. Um, and so far it's been fun, and it's like it's in a big place with a lot of employees, but our little location, I mean, you know, I really got lucky because nobody, you know, we get to just, you know, blast music, um, listen to podcasts. I walked in, they were listening to Joey Diaz and Bobby Lee on a podcast. It was like literally. And then after that, they started listening to Kanye West. And then after that, and this is all coming to my head right now, after those two things, then they started talking about SpongeBob and how, you know, they weren't even talking about it sarcastically. They were like, remember the episode and blah blah blah. Oh, I was watching this the other day, and it's like, and I love SpongeBob till the day I die, 10 toes down. Like, and it's like all that is just it's so perfect that it's just so perfect, and it's great. So yeah, hopefully it continues to be great, because if it does, then I'm doing good. Um, the hours are amazing. It's either 6 to 2:30, or 6:30 to 2, or 7 to 3:30, and I'm like, huh? Like, that's, if I have my own car, that's perfect. Perfect. The only reason it is unfortunate now is because obviously I don't have my own car, and I need to rely on, you know, my little brother to get me to work. And you know, I tell him how appreciative I am. Um, it's just, you know, I know how it is, and yes, I've taken him to many appointments, and you know, it's not like he paid me for those, but it's different. You know, a job is mandatory, kind of, or a job isn't isn't mandatory to get to, and a doctor or dentist appointment is. So who knows? But but yeah, I mean, and he's let me use his car. I mean, he really is he's a bright spark. He is a dang near 4.0 GPA, and he's going through the COVID school, not, you know, normal school. This COVID school where it's like online. It's like, I, I people, I think what you're gonna see. Let me take a sip real quick. Sorry. I think what you're gonna see in coming out of this COVID school world is kids are either gonna be crazy failing or crazy passing, because there, I mean, because I know I like, oh my God, I mean, God, it all works out this world, because if I was in my little brother's name is Jax, the one that's going through COVID school right now. If I was going through that, what Jax is going through, I would not have passed. And it's as simple as that. Unless teachers are giving students like a huge break, then I don't know. I don't see how most students will be passing, because here's the thing: you have to be your own teacher. You have to be, okay, now I can't do that later. I can't play video games now. I literally, I know this homework is going to take 4 hours to do. 4 hours, huh? Like, just that alone. I mean, it's like, and then this freaking history teacher, of course, is the worst, and of course is giving him so much school, and I'm like, history? Like, it's like, and then my littlest brother, he had a problem with his history teacher giving him so much work, and it's like, people, it's history. It's not like essential to know, okay? You guys are acting like it's like the Fibonacci code, or like this like formula to life and existence. And it's like, yeah, it's cool to know like stuff about Abraham Lincoln and crap, but it's like, let us learn. You know what a cool history would be? Learning about your own genealogy, or the history of your town, not some town that had a war. And yeah, super cool when or super interesting if you're into it, and super interesting if it happened near you. But if it didn't, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I know history is fun and cool and interesting, but is it essential? I don't think so. If anything, there should be a class called Future. Now that's an idea. History is great. And if you want to be a historian, by all means, God bless. But it's like, there's so much. It's like so much is happening, and you're trying to think about, and you're trying to learn about, Thomas Jefferson, or the witch trials, the Salem witch trials, or like, you know, Abraham Lincoln and all this crap. And I'm like, yes. And let me say it again. I know it's super interesting to me, but not as a kid. That's for sure. Maybe it would have been if I had a good teacher. Probably would have been, but I mean, and something that my grandpa told me, or that occurred to me, um, basically is most teachers, they graduated high school about 10, 20 years ago. So it's like each year, they're going off of what the learning evolution curve was from the previous year of teaching. Most teachers aren't learning about the subjects they're teaching when they go home. Say it's a chemistry teacher. Well, chemistry teachers are pretty weird, so maybe they do go home and learn about chemistry, but I would say a good majority don't. And, it's like, if you're going to be a really good teacher, like, say I was going to teach graphic design. I love doing graphic design, and I love learning about it. I'd go to school, teach, come home, and learn about it more. Why? Because I love doing it. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's A good fallback plan for me, actually, that I've thought about many times before, but is a graphic designer teacher. Simple as that. I I would love that. And well, I think I would love that. If I had my graphic designer teacher's job that I had in high school, that'd be golden. And actually, maybe I should go to her like this fall when summer starts again, because the high school kids are going to be in school again. Maybe I can ask her what the process of doing that or becoming that would be, because I mean, that would be great. Um, it's another one of those jobs where you go in early and you know get out early, and I like that. And I know how to talk to kids. I have three younger brothers. I think I know how to teach. I'm pretty sure I know how to teach pretty efficiently. I know how to communicate and elaborate and kind of explain what I'm talking about. And I know a lot about graphic design. I mean, for sure. I mean, no offense at all to my graphic designer teacher, um, but teachers actually. Um, but I knew more about Photoshop than them, and that, I mean, and they wouldn't argue that, and I'm sure they're very good at certain types, way better than me at certain types for sure. But the fundamentals and everything like that, I was already at that point higher level than them. Um, so yeah, I that's definitely something that would excite me. I think. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I'll probably call it there today. Now, if you saw the Leavenworth video that I uploaded yesterday, you got a treat. Because I deleted it about half an hour later because someone wanted something removed. And the YouTube editing system is ridiculously dumb, so I just thought I'll just delete it and re-edit it, or re-render it, re-upload it, blah blah blah. Because also I realized, like, in the credits, whereas at the end it said video created by Pearson, I forgot to add all, that my little brother helped a lot as well. So he's gonna be out there. Shout out to Little Skizzy on YouTube. It's gonna be on that channel as well. I mean, really, that video is. I mean, the brains is 50-50. Yeah, because I would have edited it differently if it uh, didn't have to, if he wasn't involved, and he involved in the video and involved in the editing process, of course. But yeah, so that should be actually uploaded tomorrow as well. I might upload it tonight, but we'll see. If not, later tomorrow for sure. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy this episode of the Pearson Podcast. Subscribe for more videos / podcasts every single ding dong Monday. Peace.